flow for the brainy boomers. The gentle flow for brainy boomers. Like I said, my name's Peter. We'll have a couple of options as we go through. We'll start with some warm-ups, and you can either sit on a chair, you can sit on a mat, you can sit on some blocks, whatever's comfortable for you. That allows you to have a nice straight spine. Then we'll take a chance to get onto the mat in all fours, or at that time you can still stay on the chair. There's some options there. Then we'll all get a chance to come up and do some standing postures and some balance work with the assist of the chair if we want. And then we'll come down onto the mat and close off with some postures down on the ground on our back. So there are options as we go through. Work towards whatever is comfortable for you at your own pace. And when you're ready, let's just find that nice seated posture, that nice seated position that you want to begin in, either seated on a chair, seated on a couple of blocks, seated on the ground on a mat. Just take a moment and feel the connection wherever you are with your body and your chair, your mat, your floor, your blocks, and just start to feel that physical connection and allow that to bring you into the moment. Just take a breath or so here, just noticing that physical connection. You're seated in the chair, maybe notice your feet planted on the ground. And however you're seated, just notice a little bit, whether right side, left side. Just become aware of your balance, maybe forward and backwards a little bit. And then let yourself settle into the ground. And from that ground, start to lift your ribs up out of your waist, start to bring the crown of the head up, get some nice length in the spine, and a soft tuck of the chin. And start to bring your awareness to your breath here. Start to just notice how you're breathing. Notice the pace of your breath, the depth of your breath. Notice your inhale. And notice your exhale. And throughout the practice, we'll link breath to our movement, to our postures. It will give us the foundation of our practice. And as we're working through, we'll be breathing in through our nose and exhaling out through our nose. Working to have even breath on the inhale and balanced equal breath on the exhale. And as you breathe in, feel the breath coming up into your upper lungs, across your collarbone, really expanding and opening up your upper chest. And as you exhale, feel your navel go towards your spine and feel your lower abs engage and push up and back. Soften the belly, let the breath come in, expand the chest, opening. And then exhale, navel to spine, lower abs up and in. Couple more just like that. Nice and smooth breath in. And breath out. And as you're finding your breath, maybe find a soft constriction at the back of your throat. It allows you to have a soft sound, sort of like polishing glass or the sound of a sea. And sometimes that can help you stay connected to the practice and regulate your breath. So we'll do a couple of breaths together. Inhale everything in. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale everything out. We'll inhale together. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Little hold. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more, just like that. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Putting some movement in now, so we'll bring our arms up 1/3, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling arms to the side 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms parallel, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Into a Y shape. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. As much overhead as you can find this morning. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a bit of a stretch, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we'll keep our arms up. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Find a clasp, reach up to the ceiling. Take a breath in here, breathe in, breathe out. Stay on the inhale and exhale. Right arm can come down. Take a stretch with your left arm. Take an inhale and exhale, a lateral bend. Maybe you're holding the chair or your hands on the mat. Inhale, we come back up, find that length. And exhale, one more lateral bend, and we'll stay for a breath and find that breath in the left lung. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale takes us back into center. Right arm can reach up and join the left. Take a nice inhale here. And exhale, left hand can come down, finds the support. Right hand finds the length. And then on the exhale, lateral stretch, open up the right side of the body. Inhale, we come back up into center, lengthen up as much as you can. Keep all that length as we start to exhale over to the left, and this time we'll stay for a breath, filling up the right lung. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale takes us back into center, left arm reaches up, matches the right, and exhale, arms can come down to the lap. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, crown of the head up, and exhale. Next inhale, left arm can come to the right hip, right hand can come behind the body. We lengthen the spine, and then exhale, twist over, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, a little bit more length, and exhale, twist, and we'll stay for the breath here. Breathing in and breathing out. Next inhale takes us back into center. Both arms can reach up, so we find that nice stretch. And exhale, right hand goes to the left hip. Left hand goes behind the small of the back. Then we lengthen up the spine. And with all that length, we find a twist as we look over our left shoulder. Keep our length, lifting up. And exhale over the left shoulder. Staying for the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Next inhale, arms can come back into center. Get a nice big stretch. Arms reach up. And exhale, hands can come to the side. Just take a breath here and observe. Breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale, arms can come up. Hands can come behind the head and then behind the back of the scalp. And then start to lift your head up. Open up the elbows. Find as much length in the spine as you can here and find the inhale. And then exhale, elbows can come together and fold at the heart. Inhale, we open up again, getting the breath into the upper lungs, opening up our chest as much as we can. And exhale, fold in again. Just at the heart, we're not folding at the waist here. Inhale, opening up, find that expansion. And exhale, fold. Inhale, open up again, find that length. And from here, bring your elbows in and then tuck your head in and start to do nice big thoracic rotations. So we're doing rotations right around our heart in all directions, once and twice. Then we can reverse it, going the opposite direction one time and two times. Inhale takes us back into center, open up the elbows, expand the chest, and exhale brings us back to neutral mountain pose. Hands on the thighs. Inhale, find your length, and exhale. Let's get a little bit of work into our shoulders. So relax the arms, and then we can bring our shoulder heads up to our ears. Get a nice big inhale here. And then as we exhale, really squeeze the shoulder blades together as we bring our shoulders back and down. Nothing rushed here. Really find the intention. So inhale, shoulders, heads come up to the ears. Really shrug them up. And then exhale, really pull the shoulder heads back. Feel the shoulder blades come together and down. Then reverse it one time. Inhale, shoulder blades together, up to the ears and down. Nice. Relax the shoulders here. Take a breath, breathing in, breathing out. Right arm extends long in front of you. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. On the next inhale, left arm can come up, crook that right arm under with the elbow, and then pull that right arm towards the torso. Take an inhale here and drop that right shoulder down as you pull that right arm towards the torso. You can use the left hand to help pull it in a little bit more. One more breath just like that, getting some opening into our shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Stay for the inhale and release on the exhale. Next inhale, left arm can come forward, and then right arm can take it and crook it in the crook of the elbow, cross that left arm across the body, then drop the shoulder and find 2 breaths into that left shoulder. Find nice length and exhale here. One more breath into the left shoulder, breathing in, breathing. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, release the arms. Do a shoulder roll, but this time a little bit more fluidity in it as we bring our shoulders up to the ears and back and down. One more just like that, a little bit more mobile, a little bit more mobility. Nice. And then hands can come on the laps and take a breath in here. Breathing in and breathing out. Get a little bit of work into our wrists. So let's bring our hands together, interlock our fingers, and start to do figure eights with our hands. Maybe gaze at our wrists, gaze at our hands. It helps with that mindfulness. And as we're doing this, let's get a little bit bigger with our movement. Maybe start to get the arms involved. Maybe get the shoulders involved. Getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Keep going, going. And then start to reverse your direction. Go in the opposite way. Big circles to start. And then gradually start to bring them down, smaller and smaller and smaller and tighter. And again, use the gaze to stay mindful with the movement. A couple more, just really focusing on the wrists now. And then shake out the fingers. Really give the fingers a really good shake, 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 shake. And then we can bring our elbows to our side of our ribs, our forearms parallel with the earth, and make a soft fist. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, bend our fist towards the ground. So we're getting a stretch off over the top of our wrist. Then inhale, palms come up, fingers spread, and we get a nice stretch in our fingers. Inhale here, exhale, soft fist, and bend the fist down towards the ground, begging puppy pose. Inhale, opening up, really stretch the fingers. And exhale, soft fist and close down and stretch across the wrist. One more time, just like that. Opening up the fingers, really feel the stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, bring the soft fingers, soft fist, and pull the palm down, the fist down. Stay here for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Start to do some wrist circles here in one direction. And then wrist circles in the opposite direction. Relax your hands. And then we can bring our right hand up. We're going to do a little massage with our hands. So we can start by just pressing into the palm of our hand, getting some nice pressure in there, and then maybe coming over to the padding of our thumb and across our fingers, the pads of our fingers, maybe just pushing a little bit of energy up through our fingers, really giving some energy, some life to them. Again, coming back into the palm, really pressing in, getting some nice energy, and come back into the pad of the thumb. Nice. And then shake that right hand out, and we'll go over to the left side. So just again, start with some nice rotation, maybe the thumb pressing into the palm of the hand, and then start to press a little bit deeper in, start to really feel where there's a little bit of tension. Maybe find the pads of your fingers, a little massage in there, especially the thumb pad. Then a little bit of massage, reaching, pushing your fingers, really a little bit nice extension there. And come back into your palm. Then shake that left hand out and give it a really nice shake. And then just bring your hands onto your lap and just take a moment here and feel the energy in your hands. Just breathe in and breathe out. One more breath, just feeling the awareness, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to move to some hip work, so we can stay seated in the chair, or you're welcome to go down onto the ground and work either in tabletop, where we have our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees, or as we're working through, if downward dog's in your practice, please feel free to go into downward dog. If you're in downward dog, though, make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide, knees can be bent, head can be relaxed, and you're pushing your hips up and back to where the ceiling and the wall behind you meet. When you come out, knees can come down. So whatever works for you, your energy this morning, I'm going to cue us through chair. If you want to get into tabletop, now's the time. And we'll start off with some cat cows. So if you're in tabletop, just bend your elbows and let your head come forward. If you're in a chair, same thing. Let your elbows come, bend your elbows. Chest can come forward, crown of the head can reach up, and you get that cow back. And then exhale, you push and you curve your spine, let your head come down, and really feel the arch of your back as you push back. A few more just like that. Inhaling into your cow, letting the spine drop down, letting the belly drop down, opening up the heart. And then exhale, pushing back, and feel that nice round, and let the head drop down. Two more, just like that. Smooth articulation, nothing's rushed. Really getting some nice movement into the spine, and exhale back into your cow. We'll do one more. Inhale into your cow. And exhale, push back into your cow. Inhale will take us back into neutral. We find a breath in here. If you're in tabletop, now it might be a good time to push back into downward dog and take a breath in there. And we're going to get a little bit of work into our hips with some hip flexion and extension. So on the inhale, if you're seated, we're going to bring our knee into our chest. And if you're in downward dog, you're coming into three-legged downward dog. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, let your knee drift away. Three-legged downward dog, you're doing hip circles, inhaling knee to the chest, and exhale, let your knee drift away. Inhale, coming back into the chest, and exhale. This time we're opening up our knee to the outside, and if you're in downward dog, you can do that fire hydrant. Inhale back into center, and exhale over to the right. One more time, inhale into center, and exhale, let the right foot drop down and take a breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Going to the left side, take the inhale here, and exhale, left knee can come to the chest or find your down or three-legged downward dog. Inhale, let the knee drift away or do hip circles, and exhale, squeezing. One more time with flexion. Inhale as we let it loose, and exhale, squeezing. Now we're opening up to the side. So inhale here and exhale, left knee to the left side. Inhale back into center and exhale over to the left. One more, just like that. Inhale into center and exhale over to the left. Inhale takes us back into center and exhale. Leg can come down. If you're in downward dog, come back to all fours and push to child's pose. If we're seated, we just find a nice straight spine, find our mountain pose. Wherever we are, we just take a couple of breaths and let that land. Breathing in, breathing. One more time for some hip work. And so if you're seated, same thing. If you're on all fours, coming into downward dog, and we'll do some more hip circles on the chair, leg comes up. And now we're doing full hip circles in one direction. You might have to scooch forward and to the side a little bit so you have that full range of mobility. And same thing in downward dog or all fours. Just really try and find as much range as you can, and then go in the opposite direction once and twice. And let that right foot can come down. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Left leg can come up, three-legged downward dog or knee to chest, and then hip circles in one direction. And do hip circles in the opposite direction. Once, twice. Let that left foot can come down. Find our mountain pose or neutral pose. Take a breath in here. Exhale. We'll flush that out with some cat-cow. So inhale, come into your cow. Let the elbows bend, chest come forward. And exhale, push back and flex the spine. Inhale, coming into our cow, and exhale, push back into our cow. One more time, just like that. Inhale into cow, and exhale, push back into king. Come back into a neutral position. If you're on all fours or in tabletop, take a moment and find a way to get to a seated position. If you're in the chair, let's just grab our right knee and bring our right leg up over our left ankle. We're going to do a little bit of foot massage. So if you're seated, find a position where you can reach to your foot nice and comfortably. And we're going to do something similar we did with our hands. And we'll start by getting some nice massage into the arch of our foot, using our thumbs to press in. And then again, maybe the ball joints of our toes. How about trying to interweave your fingers between your toes? See how much you can get them in there. And then maybe squeeze your toes together and open, squeeze and open. One more time, squeeze and open. Release that, and one more time into the arch, maybe a little bit into the heel. Then again, the ball joints of the toes, maybe the pads of the toes. And then a couple ankle circles in one direction and ankle circles in the opposite direction. That right leg can come up, let it plant down, take a breath in your mountain pose or your neutral pose. Breathing in, breathing. Going to the other side, you can help your left knee come up, cross over your body. And again, we'll just start with the fingers into our arch, really pressing in and exploring your foot a little bit, see where it's a little bit more sensitive. And then up to the pads of your toes. And then maybe try to interlace your fingers between your toes. Much as you can, see how you can do that. Then squeeze your toes together and expand. A couple more times, squeeze together and open. Once more, squeeze together, open, release. And one more time, just coming into our arch and the pads of our foot, maybe a little bit into the heel. Some ankle circles in one direction and ankle circles in the opposite direction. Then we can lift that left foot up, put it down on the ground, and just find our neutral pose, either in either in all fours or on the chair. And just take a breath in here and observe. If you're in a tabletop, feel free to push back into child's pose. 2 breaths here. 1, 2. Now that we have all that energy and warmth in our feet, we're going to come up into standing. So if you're on a chair, we just very slowly bring our hands forward, start to tip forward, lift our bottom off the ground. Hands can come into heart center, and let's come into a chair pose here and just stay for a breath. Breathing in, breathing out. If you're coming from all fours, just make your way up into a chair pose and join us for one more breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale, we come all the way up into standing. Maybe our arms reach up, get a nice big stretch, and exhale, hands can come to the side. I'm just going to reset my camera a little bit. So I'm in screen as we're doing some of the standing work. So let's just start off in our standing posture, and we'll find we can use the chair throughout here, throughout the posture. We can use it as for stability. So we'll find our mountain pose to begin with. We'll find our feet planted on the ground. Let's put our feet about hip distance apart and just really find the foundation of our feet like we were working when we were massaging. Find the ball joint of your right toe, ball joints of your right big toe, right little toe, and your right heel. Then same thing on your left foot. Find the ball joint of your left big toe, left little toe, and your heel. Really find that tripod foundation of each foot, and then start to find the balance from one side to the other, and just start to sway back and forth. Give yourself a little room and maybe start to sway. Let your arms sway side to side. Let your torso sway, release some tension here. Maybe your arms start to flap, let your hands tap against your body. Just a couple more breaths in here. One more breath. And then let your arms relax and find some stillness here. Find your feet engaged, then start to engage your thighs, your inner thighs, lift up your kneecaps. Ribs can come up out of the hips. Let's do a shoulder roll here. Get rid of some tension. Shoulder hips can come up to the ears, and exhale, squeeze back and down. Round of the head can reach up, soft tuck of the chin. Take a breath in here, breathe in, breathe out. Hand can come onto the chair, and inhale, come onto your tippy toes any amount. And exhale, heels can come down. One more, just like that. Next, we'll do 2 more. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Use the chair if you want. And then exhale, come on down. One more time, but we'll stay up for 3 breaths. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Really find the stretch of your feet. Get some work into the calves. Use the chair to help your balance. 3 breaths. Round of the head up. 1, 2. Really feel the calves engaged. 3. Stay on the inhale and exhale with control. Heels can come down. Take a moment here, breathing in, breathing out. We can use our chair either with the back facing us, or I'm going to cue us with the seat facing us. And the deal with the chair as we're going through now is it allows me to do a forward fold to this position, as opposed to having to come down and letting my head come all the way down. And maybe if that makes me dizzy or has any problems, I can just come to forward fold on the chair. I don't have to come all the way down. So there's a lot of advantages of the chair and very few disadvantages. We'll start by doing a really simple sun salutation in place. So we start with the feet hip distance apart, really find that engagement of our feet, the grounding of our feet into the earth, engage our body, lift the crown of the head up, take an inhale here and exhale here. Next inhale, arms can reach up, find as much length as we can. And then exhale, hands can come to the chair or the ground, wherever you like your forward fold. Then inhale, come halfway up, lengthen the spine, crown of the head comes to the wall in front of you. And exhale, come back to your forward fold. Inhale, arms on the side, reach all the way up into standing, find that length. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. Nice. One more time, just like that, getting movement and breath together. Arms on the side, find the foundation of the feet. Right side, left side, crown of the head up. Take a breath in here, breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, arms reach up, find as much length as you can here. And exhale, your forward fold, hands to the chair, hands to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown the head forward, tailbone back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the side, reach all the way up, find the length as we come up into stand. And exhale, hands can come to the heart center. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. We'll put a little bit more movement into our flow. We'll use warrior one here. So same starting position. Find our foundation. Inhale, arms can reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, step your left foot back in 45 degrees and bring your right foot up to the toes pointing forward to the front of the mat. And then inhale, you can come up into warrior one here. If you want, and you want to work with your chair the other way, you can have one arm on the chair, your choice. Take a breath in here, find your warrior one. I'm going to use the small edge, the seat of my chair. Stay here for one more breath, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale here, and then exhale. Hands can come to the chair, front foot steps back, lengthen the spine, maybe get a little bit more length in the spine here, or find a downward dog. Inhale here, look to the front, and then walk to the front of the mat. Come halfway up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up into standing, arms reach up, and exhale, hands can come to heart. We'll do the left side now, so arms can come to the side. Inhale, reach the arms up, find that lift, open up the hips, and exhale, forward fold, hands to the chair or hands to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown forward, hips back. Exhale, this time left foot comes forward, right foot pivots back to 45 degrees. Inhale, coming up into your warrior one. Find that nice extension up, that left knee, maybe working towards the left side, and find a little foundation, find the foundation of that right foot. Two more breaths. Breathing in, maybe a little bit more lunge. Exhale here. One more, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Hands can come to the mat or the chair. Front foot steps back. Really find the length of the spine here. Exhale here. Stay for the breath. Inhale. Look to the front. And on the exhale, step to the front of the mat. Halfway up. Exhale. Forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up to standing, find the reach. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. Take a breath in here, breathing in, and breathing out. We'll move into a warrior two flow. So you can use the chair here. It's probably not as useful, but it may come in handy. We'll start in a standing posture on one end of the mat, and find our mountain pose. Our mountain pose means we're rounded through our feet, body's engaged, crown of the head up, and exhale. Stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, just step that left foot back and right foot is front facing the front of the mat. And so we're in a warrior two position. You can use the chair for your front hand if you want. We're lunging in, back leg is nice and strong, and then opening up our arms and looking to the front of the mat. Again, chair can be handy as a balance. And we're going to stay for 2 breaths. 1, try and get your shoulders back over your hips. 2, let's reverse this. Inhale, left arm drops down, right arm lifts up. And exhale back into your warrior 2. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, reverse the warrior, opening up the right side of the body. And exhale, find your warrior 2. 1 more, inhale, reverse. And exhale, find warrior 2 for 2 breaths. 1, 2, stay on the inhale. Exhale, hands can come to the hips. Take an inhale here. And then with help, if you want, your hand on the chair, come to the front of the mat. Just take a breath in here, breathing in, and breathing out. We'll go to the other side. I'm just going to change my position so that you can see where I'm going. Warrior 2, again, take a moment, find your warrior 2. You can have the chair handy. Take a moment, get your knee open to the pinky side, strong back leg. Try and bring your shoulders over your knees, over your hips. Relax the shoulders, relax the eyes. Stay in this warrior 2 posture for 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Inhale, reverse the warrior, opening up the heart, opening up the side, and exhale back into warrior 2. 1 more, just like that. Inhale, reverse the warrior, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up, and exhale, warrior 2. Stay here for 2 breaths. 1, 2, stay on the inhale. Exhale, hands can come to the waist. Straighten that front leg, come back into center, and open up. Let the hips come forward. Get a nice big stretch here. And exhale, hands can come to the waist. Take a breath in here, breathe in, and breathe out. Then make your way back to the front of the mat. We're going to do some balance work here, so a chair can be handy. We'll do tree work. So if you like to have your tree or your chair handy, place it probably so that you have access to the back of it. And then again, once again, we find that really strong foundation, grounding with the feet, really pressing into the earth. So important, that grounding. And now we're going to really engage our left leg and really press it into the earth. Find all that weight into the left side. If we want to have our right hand give an assist, we can. Right knee comes up. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, open that right knee. Let the left sole of the foot come to a place either on the calf, maybe it's on the ankle, and your toes on the ground. Whatever's working for you. Left hand can come to heart center. Feel the breath in that left hand as you breathe. 3 breaths in here. 1, maybe you're working to get that other hand off. Or maybe it's nice and steady, your choice. Find the breath. 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Inhale here and exhale. That right knee can come to the front. Let it go long, and right leg can come down. Just take a moment there and shake that out. Maybe you like to turn around or move the chair to the other side. We'll go to the other side, or you can work with the chair on that side too. And we'll just find our mountain pose again. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Chair, hand on chair, or hands in heart center. Left foot comes up. Really find the foundation of that right leg. Open up the left knee. Find a place for the left foot to land. On the calf, maybe it's down a little lower. Maybe you're working to get it on the thigh, but not on the knee. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale and exhale here. One more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, this time left knee comes forward, straighten the leg, and left leg can come down and match the right. Let's just shake that out a little bit. And then we'll do another standing salute just to bring us back into neutral. So we can have a chair or no chair, however you're working, feet hip distance apart. Take a moment here. Inhale, arms reach up, maybe open up the hips a little bit, get a little bit of a back bend. And exhale, forward fold, hands, chair, hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up into standing, arms reach up, find that lift, lift, lift. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. Just take a breath in here, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do a little bit more hip work, and the option is to do it standing or seated. If you want to stay standing, we're going to open up our toes a little bit, widen our stance, and come into goddess pose. So we're in a high squat, hands are together, chest at the chest, and are trying to get our spine nice and straight. Or the other way on the chair is we can come onto the chair, get our knees nice and wide, toes point out. And if we're in goddess on the chair, we're just going to take our hands inside to start and just open up and press our hands into our knees and knees into our hands just to find some energy here. Find some length of your spine. If you're in goddess, stay for 3 breaths, and we're staying here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, feel the energy of the inner thighs. 3, stay for the inhale. And exhale, release, and the hands can come onto the knees. Take an inhale here. And exhale, standing or seated, we're going to get a twist as we bend our right elbow and look over to the right side. Inhale takes us back into center, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist over to the left. However we're working, we try and keep our knees open as much as possible. Don't let that opposite side knee collapse. Inhale back into center, over to the left. One more time, each side back into center, and exhale to the right. Inhale takes us back into center. Last time over to the left. Then inhale takes us back into center. If you're standing, find your goddess pose again. If you're seated, put your hands on the outside of your knees this time and press your knees into your hands and your hands into your knees. Find 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale and exhale, release. If you're in goddess, make your way up into mountain pose. If you're on the chair, bring your feet together and find mountain on the chair. Just take a moment and find your breath and observe, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to come down onto the ground. So if you're in standing posture, you can take a nice salutation to take you to the ground. I'm going to cue us if we're in chair. We can find our way, hands on heart center, and we start to lift up, lift our bottom up, come back into the chair posture. Take a breath in here, exhale here. Inhale, rising all the way up into standing. Find our length here. Find our standing mountain pose. Then if we want to work, instead of a salutation, we can just come in front of the chair. Hands can come onto the mat. Step your left foot back, left knee can come down. Once that's established, then right foot can come back, right knee can come down, and then hands can come down on the ground. We're all going to swing our legs out in front, and hands can come on the sides of our body, pushing into the earth. Try and lift the crown up and find some length in our spine. At the same time, engage your legs, pull your toes towards you, and feel nice active posture. This is called Dandasana. It's a reference pose when we come to seated. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Next, inhale, arms can reach up. Find as much length as you can find. Inhale here, and then keep that length as you forward fold. You don't have to come all the way down at all. Inhale, come back up with all that length. And exhale, now the hands can find a place to land, maybe on the thighs, maybe on the shins, maybe on the toes. Let the back of the head curve down. Let the back relax. And 3 breaths here, and find the breath into the back of the body. 1, 2, 3. Stay in the inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, come back up into seated. Maybe your hands walk along your legs to help you up. Find the length of the spine, and then exhale. Let's come down onto our backs. So we can come down with control, or we can make an easy way down onto the back. We can use our hands and let ourselves down. But I'm just going to talk us through a little roll down. So if you're comfortable, just lengthen the spine, and then just any amount, just start to roll down. Find as much control as you can, and then let yourself come all the way down onto the ground. Let your back of your head come onto the ground. And take a breath in here, breathing in and breathe out. One more inhale here. And now as you exhale, bring your right knee to the chest and you can clasp that right knee and pull it tighter into the chest. Inhale, let that right knee open up. And exhale, squeeze it in. This time, as we open it up to the right side and we gaze to the left. Stay here for an inhale. And as we exhale, let that right knee cross the body. The left hand can grab it, and let that right knee land as much as we can over on the left side, and we gaze to the right. Keeping this dynamic a few times. So inhale onto our back, right hand opens up our right knee as we gaze to the left and get a good stretch on the inner thigh. Exhale, we cross the body, left hand gets the right knee. Right knee keeps going over, and we feel the stretch on the outer right hip as we gaze to the right. One more time, nice and smooth and dynamic as we open up to the right. And exhale over to the left. And this time we'll land for 3 breaths. Left hand can be on that right knee. Maybe the right shoulder's working towards the ground. 3 more breaths in here. Notice your breath here. Notice your inhale. And really focus on your exhale. 2 more inhale. And strong exhale. 1 more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale takes us back onto our back. And then right leg can come up. Give it as much length as you can find. Try and straighten up that right leg as much as you can. And then on the exhale, let the right leg can come down and match the left. Just take a breath in here and observe the difference of right leg and left leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale here. And exhale, left knee can come to chest, and you give it a really nice squeeze in. Inhale, release. And exhale, squeeze in. 1 more just like that. Inhale, release. And exhale, squeeze. This time as we release, we open up the leg to the left side and gaze over to the right. We stay here on the inhale, and the exhale takes that twist as the right hand grabs that left knee, and we bring it over to the right side and gaze to the left. Inhale back onto our back, open up the knee, find the stretch. Exhale, come across the body, feel the stretch on that outer left hip. One more time, dynamic, and then we'll land. Inhale, opening, maybe a little bit more opening this time. And then exhale over right, and we'll land for 3 breaths. That left arm can reach out. Maybe that left shoulder is working to the ground. If it's not there, it's not a big deal. Just try and open across the collarbone as much as you can. 2 more breaths in here. 1, really notice the outer left hip here. 2, inhale takes us back into center. We can grab behind our thigh. Let that left leg go up to the ceiling, heel pressing towards the ceiling. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Stay for 1 more inhale and exhale. Left leg can come down and match the right. Just take a couple of breaths in here and observe, breathing in, breathing. Let's do a supported bridge this morning. So if you have a block, find a block, and it could be on the medium height. If you don't have a block, we'll just do a normal bridge, but we're not going to do a dynamic bridge this morning. So if you have a block, you can just lift your pelvis up, plant the block underneath, and then let your pelvis sink down and be a nice supported opening heart back bend, and we'll stay in a supported bridge. Otherwise, we can just bring our hips down on the ground, hands reaching towards our heels. Take an inhale here. Exhale, feel the hips pushing into the earth. And then inhale, start to lift our hips up and keep going, keep going, keep going. Then exhale here. Then inhale, roll over onto your right side and let your left arm come underneath your back. And then over to the left side, and right arm can come under the back. So this allows you to clasp your hands and open up across the collarbone. If this doesn't work for you, keep your arms parallel with your body. 3 breaths in either your supported bridge, with your arms underneath or with your arms on the side. 2 more breaths. Try and pull those heels towards the torso and knees push away. 1 more breath here, breathing in, breathing out. Stay on the inhale and exhale. Release, let everything can come down onto the ground. If you're in supported bridge, you can lift your hips up, remove the block, and we'll all meet on our back with the pads of our feet together, our knees open wide. We'll stay here for 3 breaths, Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the hips open up, let the knees open up. 1, 2, 3. Next inhale, let the legs go long. And then we're going to do banana asana. So our arms are going to come up over our head. And then we move our shoulders and our arms to the upper right side of our mat, and our legs to the lower side of our lower right side of our mat. And maybe the left leg reaches over our right leg. Right hand can grasp that left wrist, and we find our shape on our back in the shape of a banana. And we can stay here for 3 breaths. It's so good to get the breath into the left side of the body. 2 more breaths in here, breathing in, breathing out. One more, just like that. Really feel the breath coming into the left lungs here. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale takes us back into center. Find length here, find a stretch, and then exhale over to the left. So our shoulders and head go over to the left, upper left, feet go to the lower left, right foot can cross over the left if you want a little bit more stretch. Maybe the left hand grabs the right wrist to get a little bit more stretch. 3 breaths, opening up the right side of the body, finding the breath there. 1, 2, 3. Inhale takes us back into center. Inhale, find all that length. And then as you exhale, knees can come to the chest and hands to the knees and squeeze the knees in. Inhale, push the knees away, feel the lower back on the ground. Exhale, squeeze the knees in and maybe feel your lower back roll up a little bit. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, pushing away, and exhale, pulling in. 1 more inhale, push away, and exhale, squeezing back. Next inhale, legs can go, feet can come on the mat, and we'll find an inversion. So we have several options. We have a chair that we're using. So one beautiful, beautiful inversion is just to be on your back, put put your calves on the chair, open up your arms to the side, and stay here for this inversion with your knees and feet higher than your heart. That's beautiful inversion. If you have a wall you can go to and want to do legs up the wall, or if you want to do happy baby. And happy baby, you're bringing your hands on the inside of your feet, opening up your hips, letting your head come back down, and maybe a gentle rock. Whatever inversion you're in, we'll stay here for 6 or 7 breaths and just really feel the sensation, your body in a different posture. Gravity's working differently on you, on your internal organs. 3 more breaths in your inversion. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale and exhale. We can bring our legs down, find a nice comfortable position on our back. And before we go into final Shavasana, let's just do a little face massage. So if you have glasses on, you can take them off. If you have a block, you might want to put it under your head for the moment. And we'll just take our 2-piece fingers and we'll just take them under against our jaw and just start to massage our jaw. Circles in one direction, open your jaw. Then bring circles up to your temple, circle around your temple, nice even pressure, maybe add a 3rd finger. Start to move the massage up your scalp to your forehead. Maybe add your thumb, with all your fingers now. A little massage on the top of your scalp. Then start to bring your thumbs back down. Bring your thumbs to the side of the bridge of your nose, then push up against your forehead, brow, and very slowly push and open up along the brow. Then let your 2-piece fingers come back to the temple. And a little massage there. Coming back into the jaw. Open and close the jaw. Then let your arms come to the side. Remove the block from behind your head if you have one. Let your arms come long. Let your feet open out. We'll stay in our Shavasana for 8 to 10 breaths. Really stay focused on your breath here. Stay present on the mat. And enjoy some silence, some sounds around you. Stay connected with the breath. Find some energy in your toes, your fingers. You're gonna let your head go side to side. One more nice stretch. Arms can reach up overhead. Point the toes, find a stretch. And then as we exhale, knees can come to the chest. Give a squeeze in. Maybe rock side to side. Land on one side. Just take a moment here. Find a breath here before we come to seated. Then use your free hand to help you come back up into seated position. If you want to sit on the ground, feel free, maybe cross-legged, maybe on a block. Or if you want to come back onto a chair, let's come back into all fours. We can bring our hands onto a chair, then bring our right foot forward. Then left foot can come forward halfway up. And then we can come around, find our seat, and find whatever comfortable seat works for you. Bring our hands into heart center, lengthen up our spine. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, rub your hands together, find some of the heat, find some of the beautiful energy of our practice. And inhale, hands can come onto the eyes. Take a breath in here, breathing in. And as we exhale, hands to the side of the head, along the face, along the shoulders, along the ribs, back along the thighs. Inhale back into heart center. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, we bow down to our practice, our community, your effort. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining in on this beautiful October Friday morning. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the morning and rest of the day. Thank you.